Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, December 18th, 2014 is almost done. Oh my goodness. 9:04. I just don't know how to not work, so I'm actually working a little bit more here. I have to drive in to the city, and I figured I'd take a look at our radiation, see how much iodine I should take this morning. I kind of regulate my iodine with how long am I going to be outside. Am I going anywhere near this thing? I'm not, but Chicago had been reading high, and now they're dropped down 166, and we have 165 in Aurora. Like, what's the winds doing? This is actually a very good wind chart. I've never seen a wind chart that got this close to what actually goes on here. Okay, you can see we've got a low. It looks like it could be a low, but specifically, try to use this to point. Right here in this area, this is Fox Valley. You can see how the winds split. So we've actually got winds headed both west and east, and you get weird little eddies out here. So we're cooled down. I think I'll be safe to go to Chicago. Let's go back to netc.com. Clearly the winds are not blowing straight west, or from west to east. Straight east, I should say. And if I back out on this thing, you can see, look at, we're all cool. There is a major problem at that reactor, at that Byron nuclear facility. I have not been anywhere near the place since I got really sick. I want to say that was in November, towards the end of November. It was when those counts were ridiculous at St. Charles. Just so we remember here. And it's reading nice and low now. Also has a completely different looking chart, which makes me think this is a different sensor. I guess I could go back and look at the ID number, but I almost think it's a case of that same thing that's going on at the San Leandro. They just swapped out the sensors. It's checking for something different now. We're going to go to our 2-month average here at St. Charles. This is when I was driving out towards Byron. And it measured that in St. Charles. That's 140 miles away from Byron, which is why we need to get that sensor going. I feel like contacting NETC, see if we can't get a group of people out here to get a sensor next to that monster out there in Byron. But yeah, this is when I was driving out there. Like, I think I went 3 times during this week and then twice during this week. And yeah, I got hammered. And then you'll see, wow, it's almost like they shut the little sensor off, isn't it? Or they changed it. I don't know, but that sensor was tripping big time on whatever it was reading. And I want to say I even saw it switch from beta to gamma, or from beta to alpha. But I can't be sure. I can't remember for sure on this particular St. Charles sensor. But there's your ID number, 1EB789320. I'll go back through some old videos and see. But if anybody in Oak Park experienced a little plume, because I really don't think they have this sensor back up. Look at the data. The data charts look completely different when you go to just your that's a different type of sensor. So there you go. We'll go through our regulars here. Fort Wayne 137, 141 in Indianapolis. Again, Muncie, you used to have a sensor there. 165, Covington, Kentucky. Lexington, you're cooling down a little bit. Looks like 259, feeling fine. Orlando, actually we'll start up here. Jacksonville, you're coming in at 146. 372 in Tallahassee, back on the climb. And Orlando. 147. Go up here to Fort Worth. 265. Austin, you're looking ugly. Let's find the mouse here. 228. We'll start with Albuquerque. 339. Again, Rio Ranchos, you used to have a little sensor. What happened? 342. Oh, we got a reset for South Valley here. Nice fresh reading for South Valley. 342, sorry. Carlsbad, 149. And El Paso. Come on, mouse. 245. I forgot to remember you guys up here in Colorado yesterday. Sorry about that. 542, Colorado Springs. Denver, you're coming in at 4Zs. 4Zs for Denver. 444. .410 in Grand Junction. And I have a feeling it's 420 everywhere. Let's see here. Billings. 832, just for you. Come back down here to Ogden. 22 counts per minute. Again, it's not saying beta or alpha. 286 in Salt Lake City. St. George, you are coming in at 188. Feeling great. Vegas. Vegas, I gotta get used to your little markers here. I mainly look for the gamma ones. The gamma energy ones. Okay, there you go. There's a gamma energy reading. 144, just like what you had yesterday, so not too shabby. Not too shabby down there in Las Vegas. Oops. Crossed the border here by accident. I was looking for Phoenix. Prescott. Your little marker always throws me off. 273 in Phoenix. Tucson, you're looking at 246. Bakersfield, you're coming in at 179, feeling fine. Again, let's go in here in San Francisco. Looks like we've got what's going on here today. Nope, they still have all these other little markers. Hayward, all these two, this one, and this one were all active, and so is the San Jose one. Again, I'm not sure what they're checking for anymore in here. 26. Still showing a high at 200,000. That marker number is still right, but I know we saw two different markers going on in San Leandro. One that was reading off the charts and one that was reading really low. I'm not convinced that those sensors didn't get swapped out. And then all these got turned off. Very, very disconcerting. I don't know if that one was ever active or not, too, just to see if I can get anything on it. Okay. Well, there you go. We'll shoot out to Hawaii. We got 86 in Honolulu. 13 counts per minute in Lahaina. And if you saw Weeping Willow 2's channel yesterday, she had more footage of just the non-stop earthquakes going on here. Non-stop. There should have never been not one nuclear reactor placed there. It's very true. But at this point, there shouldn't be any anywhere because they're all going to get us in the end. This one at Byron is definitely in effect. I know there's been problems down there at Braidwood. That's their sister. That's the little sister plant of Byron is Braidwood. And we just really do have a disproportionate amount of reactors in Illinois. go ahead and take off these inactive markers, which I still think this one should be going. I'm sure Exelon had something to do with that. But look, just in this area, you have Zion. There's good old Byron. Quad Cities. Then coming in here, you have Dresden Nuclear Plant. You have Braidwood Nuclear Plant. And you have LaSalle County Nuclear Power Plant. Again, we don't need this many. We don't need any of them. Clinton, you got something going on there, because this poor little marker's just been lighting up like a firefly. And it's got twosies. Just for fun, let's go back to our wind chart. Come on, computer. Well, you got eddies. You got a bunch of wind eddies today. And then going down south, of course, we have Honeywell down here. Is this Honeywell? Yeah, Honeywell. That's in Metropolis. We don't need all these nuclear plants. We all know this one had an issue. Made the news. And they denied it. Does everyone remember that? They denied it if it wasn't for all the footage of that the workers there took with their cell phones. I have a feeling that there's no video getting out of Byron. Just a thought. I know there's certain times and places when you can't upload a video if you tried. I'm just saying, there should be video by now on YouTube. And I'm just not up to the truck. Not yet. Anyhow, I get to go into the city today and do some wrapping up some stuff. Everyone have a fantastic Friday Eve. And I'll come back at you later with something more interesting. Have a good one.